pleasure or mispleasure of being friends with Brandon since 4th grade, which is a terribly long time. Some may even say that I was the brother that he never had, and in reality that's probably a good thing, because if Brandon did have a brother, I'm sure he'd feel very awkward watching me give this speech right now. So having been friends for as long as we have, it isn't surprising that we have a ton of inside jokes. Most are insulting to each other, but for some people it may be considered another language. It takes years of practice just to understand it, but really nobody else knows how to speak it. I'm sure even Lauren can attest to that. She doesn't know what the heck we're talking about most of the time. But I've decided that I'll keep this in regular English so everybody can keep with me. So, to start, what you may not know is that these two wonderful people are together because of me. So while you're congratulating the bride and groom, I will also accept congratulations, because none of this would be possible if I wasn't here. So I don't want to sound egotistical, I'll give a little bit of context. When they first met, Brandon was super shy, and he was so nervous to text that he never knew what to say. So he would ask for my help in English class. She might say something like, "Hey, how was your day?" And he'd be like, "Dude, how do I respond to this?" I'm like, "You could maybe start by telling her how your day was. That's probably a good start." But what I guess you can take from that, Lauren, is that even though it took Brandon until a few months after you started dating for him to start sending his own text messages, he always cared enough to make sure that you were going to appreciate whatever he was going to say. So for those of you who don't know Brandon, which I'm assuming is a lot of you, because again, he was very shy. He used to be very shy. Rumor is that he actually introduced himself to his parents for the first time when he was 10 years old, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to do you all a favor and give you a quick crash course on the man you probably haven't met, Mr. Brandon Cahill. For starters, if you ever forget your Facebook password, send Brandon a text. He'll hack your account and have your password to you faster than it would take if you were to hit the reset password thing and your email would come to you. He's a very patient guy. I'm sure some of it is probably genetic, but he also gets a lot of practice just by being a dog dad to Frankie. If you have not met that dog before, imagine taking two dogs with severe ADHD and combining them into one 13-pound body. I'm not allowed to say hi to him when I come into the house for 5 minutes or he will pee on the floor. That's not a joke, that is the true statement. His music taste is also incredibly diverse. He's the only person I know that has Frank Sinatra and Slipknot on the same playlist. His Spotify kind of looks like a freshman at homecoming. It doesn't know whether it's supposed to slow dance or mosh pit. It's a little bit of everything. But the last thing to know is that I've never seen Brandon cry. It's not that he's heartless or doesn't show emotion. He's just a very passionate Cleveland Browns fan. When you grow up in a constant state of disappointment, you learn to stop expecting happiness. But you can't fault his loyalty. So when I heard that Brandon proposed, I was a little surprised, because normally he runs everything by me before he actually does it. I've spent so much time giving him love advice that consulting is now listed as a skill on my LinkedIn profile. But needless to say, it was slightly irritating when he asked me to be the best man, because that meant that I had to write this speech and his vows. I'm joking, that would be wrong. I didn't write his vows. I just gave him ideas, drafted a copy, proofread it, and finished it up for him, just typical stuff. In reality, though, I'm happy this day is finally here, because we've all known that it's been coming for years. Like, the only thing you do slower than propose is eat your food. But Lauren, for real, you can have a good one. Despite his quirks, he's by far one of the most charismatic and thoughtful dudes I've ever met. You balance him out in all the right ways, and I've never seen him happier than he is when he's with you. He still talks about you the same way when he initially told me he had a crush on you. There's never been a moment through all these years that his love for you has faltered, and as his best friend, there's genuinely not a better person that he could have decided to spend his life with. And Brandon, you hold on tight to Lauren, because it takes a very patient woman to put up with your crazy ass. Believe me, I know. Jokes aside though, you're an awesome dude. You've been like a brother to me. I'm so proud to be up here with you today, and I couldn't be happier for the both of you. To the bride and groom, families, and of course myself, thank you for putting together such a wonderful evening. May your love be everything the Cleveland Browns are not. Consistent, successful, and full of joy.